Hi, welcome to my man cave thing. This is going to be a quick little video of how we did this and what we did to make it, and yeah, we'll show you the process and everything. So let's kick it in reverse and let's show you what we did to make this whole thing come true.
Alright, so let's get this straight. This video is not a complete guide on how to build a shed, since I'm in no way an expert on any of this, like at all. In fact, I'm an expert of procrastinating, and that's why I haven't streamed or made any kind of video in like 2 to 3 years. But whatever. So the first step of this project, we dug up the area where the old shed was and removed a lot of the old bricks and concrete and other pieces that were stuck in the ground that was just there for some fucking reason. And after that, we made sure the dirt was leveled so we can, like, the slab of concrete can like be a flat surface and not build a shed like on a slanted slope, because you know you don't want your fucking games and figures or whatever on a weird angle. You know, you don't want your TV falling on you or whatever. After that, fortunately, my dad had like a 10-year-old like cement mixer. It's not very big at all. Like, it's good for like one bag at a time. Fortunately, my dad had a 10-year-old like cement mixer that's just been sitting around in the backyard, like garage, for like, I don't know, since I was like in high school. And so when I used that, I looked up prices of a normal cement mixer, and that it was like $400 just for like a basic one that was decently sized. So I was like, fuck that, I'm gonna go look somewhere else. And so luckily, I went to Facebook Market. Like, I was outsourcing to like my local community, and so like luckily people are there being like, oh, I sell this for like $100 or $200, or then some people are like, hey, you know what, I'm not selling it, but I'll let you use it like $50 per day or whatever. So if you just bang it out in one day, you can only just pay $50 for it. So it's kind of nice just knowing that. So I would definitely recommend that for sure. And I already hear somebody clacking on their keyboard, typing out, oh, how come you just didn't pay somebody to do all the concrete work, build the shed, and install electricity and the internet? And I gotta say to that motherfucker is that I'm a broke ass gamer. My ass is not making that much money, and I wish I was, but it's, you know, life. I'm not gonna make that. Not everybody can make that much money and be lucky like that. So it's whatever. I had to build this shed with my friends, and we had to use our hands and all that, you know. Luckily, concrete work isn't too hard. Like, once you get the groove of it, it becomes less harder as you do it, especially if you have like a friend to help you out, because like one can pour it and one can mix it, and then the other guy, and then you can take turns of scooping it out and flattening it or whatever and making it all even. Next up, we had the shed to build, and man, I can only say just look up online and just look up a Google Drive or a PDF file that shows like the instruction manual of like that one page that shows you your shed should come with these pieces and has all these tools or whatever. Because when I bought my shed from Lowe's, I was like expecting to have all the pieces with it, and unfortunately it doesn't. It had like mixing screws, missing pieces, and just wood that just was not cut properly. Like, a lot of the pieces in the shed were fucked up, where it's like, oh, piece A and piece B should connect, but they don't. So when I screwed it in, there's like this little gap of nail I can see, and so I had to find like a chunk of wood somewhere, like just sitting around. Hopefully it would just fit right in between and just connect it so all three pieces like lock in together. So don't get your hopes up of building a gamer shed for like a DIY kit online, because sometimes they just don't come with the pieces. And honestly, I would just get that one page that shows everything that you'll need, and just buy the lumber over at like Home Depot or somewhere that sells lumber. Because honestly, when I was building this from like the DIY kit, I was realizing like, oh, this isn't like perfect at all. This isn't like the way I wanted it to turn out. And I paid like, oh god, like $1,500, yeah, like $1,570 something dollars, and that didn't include the base, and the base was an extra $300. And so when I was like, okay, I'm not gonna buy the base and build it, I'll just, when I get to that step, I'll just build it myself. Like, it looks pretty easy from what I saw. And so when I got the pieces that were like, hey, you need these 4 like pieces of wood like this, and then you need some other pieces of wood inside that, and like the 4x, and then the OBS like board on top, and that's it, and a couple screws. And I was like, okay, I can do that, that's easy. And so when I went to Home Depot, I bought the pieces, and the total came out to be like $70. And I was like, that doesn't, like, oh, it's so messed up. So it's just better to buy all the pieces yourself, because you'll pay like 1/3 of the cost of what the shed should be compared to online. And I know some people might not agree with that, but I'm just letting you know, I'm a gamer that's just trying to help other gamers. But with that out of the way, we took our time building this, and so we also made sure the old shed insulation that we tore down was used for this shed, because the old shed, people are like, oh, why don't you just use the old shed? Bruh, that old shed had like hornet's nests, it had like the floor had a big ass hole you can step right through and fall through, and I'm pretty sure something was living down there because it smelled weird. And like the insulation that they used was like really nice, but it was like only this very specific area. So because they were growing something in there, because there was a water timer, a bunch of like small shelves, and it was like locked with a nice lock on it, and it was just weird. It was like, okay, you guys are obviously growing something here, but I'm not gonna deal with that. I'm not gonna mess with that. So that's not my business, even though it's my house now, and it is my business. But whatever. I took the old insulation, I put it in this new shed, and it helps out with like cold weather or hot weather. It keeps the temperature like in the room temperature like maintained. And so we put the insulation in, and it helps out with like cold weather and hot weather. It keeps the temperature inside pretty like where I want it. And when all the construction was like done, it was onto like the paint or the carpet, and the carpet was again like from Facebook Market. So I would definitely just ask you guys, or like tell you guys to, like, if you guys need something that's like carpeting or like certain pieces that you're looking for, definitely just look on your community's like Facebook Market, because you can definitely find some cool stuff. Because I got this table or this desk for free. Some lady was selling out of her little like shop, and she was just like, get this out of here, I don't want this crap fucking sucks. And I was like, okay, well, I'll take it. And I took that and my brother, so we got this desk for free. And then the little TV stand over here that holds all my figures and crap is like $20 or 15. No, it was 15, because I made a deal with her, and I was like, I'll pick it up for today, the same day, for 15. And she's like, good, because I don't want this either. And then I bought this little carpet piece that's not doing too well, but I only bought that for like 30. And then the big ass rug piece I have on the whole floor was like 8 feet by 8 feet, but I cut it down to what I needed. But it was only like $40, and it's brand new. It's just some extra carpet some guy had when installing some carpet for an apartment or whatever. And he was just like, hey, I got like 80 feet of this stuff, I don't need all of it, I'm selling it so I can get some of my money back. And I was like, oh, you know what, I'll take it. I'll take this much for $40. And he was cool with it. And then after that, it was time to decorate, and all my crap's in here, as you can see. A lot of bullshit I've collected for the past 20 years or so. But yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching this, and I hope you guys get some inspiration on what to do and how to do it. Like, if you have a situation where I'm in, where it's like you have a daughter and you got like 2 rooms and that's all you got. So yeah, I hope this is some kind of inspiration for you guys, and I think it's time for you guys to fuck off.